Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Speaker Focus weekly Zoom call for all of our coaching platform. We are getting ready to have a big time mastermind session today. Today's topic is how to create winning and engaging content on all your social media platforms. Today's topic again is how to create winning and engaging content on all your social media platforms. On behalf of the staff of Speaker Focus, me and my business partner, Austin Troyer, we are ready and prepared to be of service to you like always. Let me give you a little dialogue as I go into my opening here for this session. So I want you to look at social media like it's a real estate space. And it's a piece of premium real estate. And you don't want to go wasting real estate. In other words, when they talk about in the real estate industry, they talk about location, location, location. The better location, the quicker the property is going to sell. So if you're set up, let's say a corner house is always hot. Everybody wants to be on the corner, right? Or a house in a nice neighborhood with a great school district, close to shopping, quick to get on the expressway to go back and forth to work. Those properties are going to move fast. Well, in my opinion, social media should be called social proof. If I had to rename social media, social networking, which I like better, by the way, it should be called social proof. It is your opportunity as the speaker, growing your speaker business and growing a brand, to utilize the premium real estate space to place positive content that supports your speaker topics with a high level of consistency. Because think about it like this. As many of you were thinking about signing up for Speaker Focus, and we took you through a very extensive process, you saw all the social media of why we're number one. You saw all the social proof of why we're number one. You saw all of these sites that you could go to: LinkedIn, public figure Facebook page, YouTube channel. You could go to Instagram. You could go to all these things and you could pull up things about Kevin T. Robertson and Austin Troyer. You see that we're very searchable. On the follow-up email that we sent you, there was a join me tab. So you could click on the title of the module and a description of the module. There was a reviews tab that gives you every reason why you should be doing business with me and Austin Troyer and Speaker Focus. You saw testimonial after testimonial for results that we're getting on every level for our students. You saw me as a celebrity insider, which you see on the billboards right behind you. You saw me making conference coordinators happy. You saw me with the microphone in my hand. I am a real practitioner. You saw all this social proof. You want to put your client in a very difficult position to tell you no. And that's all a part of sales. So when you're selling yourself, ladies and gentlemen, I know it doesn't feel comfortable when you're selling yourself. However, when you are selling yourself, keep this in mind. The big question I have for you tonight, as we're talking about social media, as we're talking about how to create winning and engaging content on all your social media accounts, this is the question I want to ask. I want you to ask yourself. Put this on your mind, food for thought, as we begin the session. This may hurt a lot or may hurt a whole lot. Whatever you're looking at, are you proud of the content that you're posting on your social media? That's the first thing. Let me run that question by you again. Are you proud of the content that you're posting on your social media? If you are, great for you. But perhaps because I'm on the front lines of dealing with this every single day, as I am talking to people that's stuck in motivational speaker purgatory. They don't have a clue about how to grow this business properly. As I'm seeing a lot of social media with the students on our platform, I know many of you have not gotten to module 4 yet, but that's what we talk about: social media, what to do, when to do it, and how to do it, what to post, when to post, and how to post. But if I'm looking at your social media right now, again, forget about it. I'm not KTR. I am not the world's #1 speaker coach right now. I want you to look at it through the eyes of the person who is going to be booking you to speak. So again, let me tell you, Are you proud of the content that you're posting on your social media? Because some of the shit that I see, there's no way you can be proud. Now, you may think that you're proud. Forget about the way you think. Again, think about how it's going to look to the target buyer. If you're like me, you will see a massive amount of this stuff every single day. Right before I do my strategy calls, you know what I do? I do a quick search on the person who I'm getting on the phone with. They haven't yet come into the coaching program, but I'm on the front lines. I'm talking to specialists, subject matter experts, leading authorities, trusted advisors, service providers, coaches, consultants. I'm talking to people in the conference industry. I'm talking to vendors, I'm talking to authors. I'm talking to meeting planners. I'm talking to people who absolutely specialize in one thing. I'm talking about a $700 billion a year machine that just keeps going and going and going. So you need to start thinking very creatively, like how you're going to be posting on your social media, especially as we're going through hard times, going through COVID-19 right now. And I would tell you this, the NBA, they're doing it right. They put everybody in the bubble. If you haven't checked out the latest NBA game, you need to go to ESPN.com, go and pull up the schedule for your favorite team, the ones who are making it in the playoffs. The NBA has been working on this for months. And as you see, they have brilliant marketing people. They have virtual people in the stands. They put everybody in a bubble months ago. Okay, you're not seeing your family, you're giving up seeing your girlfriend, your wife, your kids, all of that. You're gonna have to sacrifice. They shooting everybody with the temperature radar gun right in the top of your forehead to make sure you don't have a temperature. They're testing them every day, every other day. And in the stands, we don't need no stands. Have you seen what they've done to convert the NBA arena? And by the way, all of this is being documented on social media. They have created a virtual people in the stands. Everybody's in a box, a Skype, a Zoom box, what have you, right through their smartphone. This is the new television and the radio, by the way. Everybody is still looking at the games. And the players, the benches, they're social distancing with the seats. Even with the people who are on the staff, everybody's getting tested. Now, you see, baseball, they didn't get ahead of it the way basketball did. And that's why you're seeing 13 people on the Cardinals have COVID. You got 18 people on the Marlins have COVID. You're seeing a couple of games getting, suspended or moved around. And I just don't know how football is going to make it because they got traveling with like 70 or 80 people on the team, on the plane. Are you social distancing right now? Are you staying away from your family doing COVID? So this is the way the speaking industry works. I know some speakers, depends on the industry, have got their calendar wiped clean. Some speakers are still getting booked. We have our coaching students are still getting booked on these at these events. You're going to have to help the conference coordinator manage the situation through COVID-19. We just got another one of our speakers. They got booked for a Zoom call through one of her clients in Germany. So this is a global business, and social media has a global impact on your business. Now, the next thing I want to share with you is, again, look at it from the conference coordinator's perspective. You should be producing content that supports your speaker business. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Oh, KTR, it's innocent. I'm just posting pictures up of my kids. I'm posting pictures up of my grandkids. Good for you. I got family, but by choice, I don't post it up because my private life is the only piece that I have left that's mine, and I'm just not willing to share it. That's a personal preference. And it doesn't have I don't incorporate my family in my brand, so I'm not hurt by it. If you want to talk about your family and all of that, great for you. I'm telling you from a business perspective, let's think about it for a second. If I'm a conference coordinator booking you to speak, excuse me for a second. If I'm a conference coordinator booking you to speak, I don't give a damn about your vacation pictures. I don't care about your personal relationships, your arguments with your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your significant other, putting your relationship stuff on blast. I don't care nothing about that. All I care about is you providing some value. Remember, I'm a conference coordinator right now. When I go to your page, I want to see something that makes me feel good about hiring one of your speaker programs to come into my organization and make positive change. You see, you don't have Austin Troyer talking to you and feeding you data like I do every single day, telling me how it works. Austin, jump in here real quick, bro. Jump in here real quick. Bros, just so they hear it from you and not me. After they opt into our sales funnel, Austin has data and metrics to track all of this stuff. Bro, what is the first place they visit when they come off of our landing page for speakerfocus.com? What's the first place they go after that?
Yeah, so the way our buyer's journey works, and it's very similar to the funnel that we explain in week 5. It's almost identical, actually. What we do is go from, so this is to a stranger. This is a conference coordinator, a new prospect. They're going to see your free training content on social media through Facebook ads or through YouTube ads. When they click on the free training link, they're going to land on the landing page. They're going to opt in. They're going to give you your email address. They're going to watch the free training, and then they're going to book a call with you to learn more about your speaking services. Immediately after, and this is what we have on ours as well, is they're going to see a page with some expectations of the call, but then it's a bunch of reviews and it's a bunch of testimonials. It's social proof on why they should work with us. And that's what you should have in your funnel as well. It's just a wall of just great testimonials about your speaking services.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me now say this. Remember, we were having a conversation and you told me, hey, the first place they visit after they come off the landing page and do all that social proof stuff, they start fishing around for information to do their due diligence. What's one of the first places that they go?
They're going to go to your website. They're going to go to all your social media. They're going to go to your reviews. Everyone's conditioned, like through Amazon and all the best places, to buy products. They don't want to hear from the company. Your brand is not what you say about your brand or your company. It's what your customers say about it behind your back. And so you need to have an aggregate place on your website and your social media for your prospects to see the great results that you're getting for your customers from your customer's voice and not yours. And so that's the first place they're going to want to do their due diligence, is a place where they can see, what other people are saying about you and not what you're saying about yourself.
And they hit that Google tab a lot, don't they?
Yeah, they're going to go to Google first to search it.
That's right. And when they search it, what's going to pop up? All of the social networking sites. I appreciate that, Troy. In my opinion, social media should be called social proof. You heard what Austin said. They're going to start doing their due diligence, picking and probing. Like, watch this. You had us under the microscope before you came on board to Speaker Focus. So I'm not going to sit here, and me and Austin, we don't have time to sit here and talk you into it. All of the videos and the way the buyer experience is coming in, the journey that Austin talked about, all of it's strategic. We have all of this stuff set up for a reason. Remember, motivational speakers talk too much. Professional speakers let the sales tools do the talking for them. People who are professional in marketing, they don't have to say anything. We have to do zero convincing. We have to do zero bragging, zero chasing people down. No, we find the people who are interested in what we have to offer, like you're going to be reaching out to conference coordinators, but believe me when I tell you, you're going to get your turn for them to put you under the magnifying glass and the microscope. And when they do, ask yourself the question, what am I showing people on my social media? Now, that's just my opening statements. So what I'm going to do for you tonight, because here's what's happening. I'm going to show you why you should be posting and how you can post. Literally, I'm going to create content live right here in this call. I'm going to do it from my phone. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see how I literally create a post, a short form, medium, and a long form post. I'll go to my social media and show you example of it on my Facebook, on my LinkedIn, so you can see how this content is put together. Because watch this. 50% of our platform is 40 years and over. That means you're old school. And if you're old school, guess what you fall victim to? You're afraid to post on your social media. You don't understand digital marketing. I hear this stuff every day, telling you. See, you're not on the front lines having to deal with people. I deal with people every day. So I hear whining, complaining, belly aching. Oh, KTR, I don't understand social media. I'm not really good at it. Well, remember this. I bet you, I guarantee you 1,000% that your conference coordinator is on social media because it's a part of their job now. Things like ad traffic manager. Austin's done this for companies before. These titles, this stuff wasn't even around 6, 7, 8 years ago. Now you're hiring for an ad traffic manager. They're hiring people like Austin to come into their organization because they're old school. Remember this, ladies and gentlemen, this is the reason why Sears and Toys R Us and Payless Shoes and many others are out of business, bankrupt, which I've done 3 times in my career. Then you got a company like Wish, who's the primary sponsor for the LA Lakers jersey. They've never run television ads. They've never run radio. They've never done any print. All they've ever done is run Facebook ads. Now, in about 8 years, they've accumulated over $7 billion in sales. They sell stuff on the low. Now, why is that? If you got 50% of the people are spending, no, you got the majority of people are spending 50% of their time on their phone. Millennials, 78.6% of millennials are making purchasing decisions right through their phone. That's only going to keep rising. You have to deal with this, and this is fear for a lot of you. A lot of you are afraid to post on your social media. You are suffering from analysis of paralysis. You don't know what to post and how to post it, and that's a problem. So let me go over the outline. And by the way, Austin shared a link right there in the chat box. It's in the Google Drive. If you pull up the Google Doc from your phone, even after the call or during the call, you'll be able to see that, first of all, there's 4 stages of managing content. Before I post something, I'm going to tell you how I personally manage my social media. Austin is like he comes to like a fulfillment center. I'm the content provider. I'm the fulfillment center. He says, yo, Kev, I need to send out a long form post to our list. Or he may go take a short form post, say, have a great weekend. He may go grab something from social media. I don't know what he's going to grab. That's not my job. That's his job. He does whatever he wants. He sends out, but I have to produce the content. Okay. So I'm telling you that I have to stay ahead of the game. So whenever he's ready to go send something to our list, he can go. And this doesn't take all day to do this. When you get good at it like me, I mean, I finished posting. It's not good. Okay, we're going to time it. I'm going to show you exactly what it is that I do. Now, okay, I believe we got a message or a question down here. Oh, that's you. You just put that in there if anybody has a question or comment. But I want you to try to hold off, if you can, on the questions until later. I'll take as many questions as I can, but I need to show you how easy this is. Because listen, old school thinking is going to keep you broke. I got to tell all of you that. It's going to keep you broke. You cannot suffer from not being able to think about what you want to do to manage your social media. You can't afford to not know it. Now, when I first got on it, I was shook just like everybody else. Okay, I don't understand it. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to be posting? Like, first thing to get it right is understanding why you should be posting and who you should be posting to. We all have a target audience. Everyone on the speaking, coaching platform right now for Speaker Focus, your target buyer, let's make no mistake about it, is your target buyer is conference coordinators, meeting and event planners, key decision makers, committee members, chair members, people who are directly responsible for purchasing professional speaking services. It could be the head of training and development, HR directors. It doesn't matter what industry it is. Your job, ladies and gentlemen, is to produce content. Now, I know what you're thinking. And I don't even have to go look at your social media right now because I see it every day. I do research on this kind of stuff. And what I'm seeing is people hanging out at the cookout with their friends with a red cup in their hand. I'm seeing that I see more partying and socializing than I see you taking care of business. Now, what you're saying to yourself, oh, KTR, I'm just trying to turn up with my friends. Okay, that's great. But do you want to put forth the image that you're turn up with your friends? Do you think that has value to the conference coordinator? While you're sitting there playing tiddlywinks with your social media and acting like it's just a game. This is a powerful tool. And I want you to understand that when you misuse it, it's going to cost you money. When you use it the right way, okay, so let's just go in. Because I put people to the challenge every single day. I'm going to do a screen share real quick. I'm going to visit just 4 social media sites, okay? And I'm going to show you, I'm going to illustrate to you real quick why it's so important that you be on point with your social media. So I'm going to share screen. I'm going to go to my desktop. I'm going to go to, the first thing I'm going to go to is Facebook. I'm going to go to my public figure page first. If I go down and I scroll on my public figure page, you're going to see nothing but content. I see our ad up there right off the break, but then you're going to go to, I was doing a Facebook Live the other day. I was talking to people about just finish a bike ride and I'm just chilling. You know, water definitely relaxes me. And I mean, the sky is just absolutely beautiful tonight. It's like a painting out here. Now, I did this post after riding my bike the other night. I gave the post a name. Literally, I just did it for 17 minutes right from my phone. It's called A Simple Message About Fear and Courage from KTR. Sometimes I have stuff on my mind and I look at the side where I don't go real deep and heavy into talking about what you have to do to grow your speaker business. I'm just talking about a mindset, talking about an ideology and an approach to life, as you have to be a positive thinker if you want to get through these channels. Now, that's me just doing a Facebook Live. All right, that was 25 minutes and what, 25 minutes and 24 seconds. Now, this is a picture when I'm out. I was out riding my bike. Now, watch this. This is a post. This is what I will call a short form post. If you look at it, let me read it to you. This is a quick message. A lot of times that this matches with my brand. Whatever your brand is, you have to incorporate. This is a great example of a short form post, short form copy. Remember, your best skill is not your ability to speak. It's your ability to write great copy. You should be creating short form posts. This is an example. I'm out riding my bike, thinking about all the power moves that need to be made living this speaker focused life. I put a little microphone in a fist emoji with a little bike guy right there. Wishing you a peaceful eve from the beach. Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous always got interviewed by Robin Leach, class in session, KTR. I just got on my bike. I live by the water, took a simple picture. Right behind that, it was like the sun was going down. It was dusk, and I got a beautiful photo. I don't even give it any thought. I just hold my phone up, literally. I take about 2 or 3 pictures. Boom, I open up my phone, and the first place I go is to Instagram. Now, if I'm doing a short form post, I go to Instagram because Instagram is about quick messaging. Then I take my phone, and I go from Instagram. I go to my public figure page on Facebook. Copy and paste, boom, put the picture up there and I post it up. I go to my personal page. I put the same exact thing on my personal page. Okay. And then I go to my LinkedIn. Now that's 4 places that I did that post because I don't really deal with anything else. Twitter and all these other social platforms. Twitter has a character restriction on it. I want to put longer posts and Instagram allows you to do that. And Facebook allows you to do it, especially for the longer posts. And when you get to LinkedIn, LinkedIn has a character restriction as well. So you can also turn the copy that you're going to put on LinkedIn into an article on LinkedIn. You don't have to wait for somebody to publish an article on you. You don't have to wait to get interviewed by a television or radio network. You don't have to wait on anybody. You don't need a blog. You don't need any of that. You have your phone. You can literally open up your app on your phone and create content every single day. If you're not posting content every single day, especially for those who have a very thin social media profile, excuse me, I suggest that you post a piece of content. Even before you post it, write the copy and put the picture with it and send it over to me before you post it. I'll tell you if it's horrible or not, but perhaps you should just start jumping into the fire and start posting, and you're going to get better at it. Now, watch this. By the time you actually start booking speaking engagements, now you got like 50 to 100 pieces of content. You have videos, you have all this kind of stuff, and it allows you, it allows the conference coordinator to know exactly what you're posting about. Now, if I'm a speaker coach, like I am, the world's #1 speaker coach, let's not forget that, I am going to post content to speak directly to my target audience. Okay, now this one is have a great weekend filled with joy, peace, and relaxation. You deserve the best. I'm enjoying the bike ride. Now this is another short form. I'm enjoying the bike ride on a cool summer night, reflecting and counting my blessings. Make every second count. Another post right from the beach. Let me find an old school post. Watch this. Now you're gonna see what I call, this is a medium post. You got a short, medium, and a long form post. This is not quite a long form, but it's like a medium post. In other words, if I don't want to go all the way in about any statistical data, but this is like a throwback. So what I did was I took a picture of me from the 80s. I was probably 15 years old in that picture. Now here's how I get the vision for the post. You need content, ladies and gentlemen. The content has to resonate with your target audience. So I have the picture with me with the captain hat on. The first thing that comes into my mind, remember, all I do is see words all day long. I'm so blessed for the gift, I got to use it. So I'm seeing, you got to be the captain of your own ship. That's the first thing I said when I grabbed this picture from a scrapbook that I got from my mom years ago. By the way, I took a screenshot of the picture from my phone. I opened up the picture app, I cropped it, and then I emailed it to myself. So now I could download it and manipulate the picture how I wanted to. So I downloaded to my phone, right there in my gallery. And now I'm looking at the picture right there. So I downloaded it right there. That same picture that you see on the screen is right there. So then I open up my Instagram app, and then I like Instagram because you can put a filter on it if you want, especially for some of the older pictures. If it's damaged, you can kind of brighten it up a little bit. So boom, I hit it with a filter. I'm not thinking about none of it. I'm like, okay, hit it with a quick filter. Now, this is the post that I came up with. This is a medium form post. I remember the 80s was a time when I was trying to find an identity. I wanted to be the captain of my own ship, but still didn't know how to drive. This is the whole post. That captain of my ship thing is the basis of this whole post. You just got to tie it into something people can understand of the target group you're talking to. I wanted to be the boss, but still, no, I'm sorry. Next thing it says is I was around 14 in this pic trying to look cool, LOL. I wanted to be the boss, but was still young and inexperienced. I got cut from the basketball team, bummer. Got kicked out of my top 40 R&B band. Thought my life was over. My girlfriend got another boyfriend. Depressed. Who cares? Laughed at by my so-called friends because my parents couldn't afford to buy us designer clothes. Cared too much about what other people thought. I cut grass to make ends meet, and early on, I accepted the fact that life was not going to be easy. Success comes after you learn to overcome your personal adversities. The maturational process takes time. Be patient, grasshopper. You will succeed by leaps and bounds, KTR. Now, I typically put a little bit of my branding information in there because if you really look at it, I love gear. And look, that was a polo shirt I had on. I believe that was maybe a Azaz shirt or a Fox shirt that I had to really cut a lot of cut a lot of yards to afford to get that little cheap shirt that I had on right there. Okay. So I'm still rocking polo shirts now with my brand logo on there. Man, I've come a long way. You want to demonstrate the ride. Don't be afraid to show your journey with people. They want to see where you came from. They love to know when you was on your ass, by the way, and was broke, and now you got all this money. Oh, they love to see that. Now that's called a medium form post. Now, I'm going to share with you what I call a infographic. Now, you could create an infographic. That means that you're going to open up a PowerPoint slide or one of your graphic programs. All I did in this post right here is I said, this post was inspired by climbing to the top of the mountain. This is what I did. Literally, I created this graphic in about 10 or 15 minutes. All I did was I took a picture, a Google image of two men climbing a hill. That's what I saw in my head first, climbing up a mountain. I took an old school picture, which I took another screenshot of my phone. This was me back in like 1995 when I had Willie Jolly on my television show at Public Access. I had my television show used to be on fire. It was called Blueprint for Success. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Then that's Thelma from Good Times, my friend Bernadette Stannis. And that's me doing celebrity interviews at I think we were at a resort or something like that. And the photographer took a great picture and I was interviewing Bernadette about her book. So I said, okay, I'm going to let him see the talk show host that first started out when he didn't know what the hell he was doing. And I'm going to document that experience. I'm going to show the old school and I'm going to show how I get down right now of the KTR, who's the celebrity interviewer, right? Now, watch this on the post. This is another medium post. I literally took that when I created the graphic, I converted it into a JPEG, and then I saved it on my hard drive or I saved it on my phone. Again, email it to myself, downloaded it, put a quick filter on it, and then I start creating the text. I always work off the picture. And there's no excuse for you not being able to take pictures. Don't tell me, oh, I don't have photos, because you can go right to your phone and take some selfies. Don't even tell me that. Now, don't be afraid to climb that mountain. Watch this. I saw the mountain. I saw the image of the mountain in my head. Then I got the words. It has to make sense or you're posting about nothing. Remember, the conference coordinator, in your case, you're going to be talking to the conference coordinator. Me, I'm talking to people who are opting into our sales funnel who want to learn about the speaker business. I am leaving evidence behind of the reason why they should be doing business with me in Austin, because I'm the one with the speaking experience. So you have to remember, illustration beats conversation. All you're doing is leaving seeds behind them. These people understand how you think, and they understand every single post that you go to, you're going to be able to get some value. That's the purpose. And I give away more content for free than anybody in our space. And that's what you should be doing. You should be giving information for free. Now, I'm going to show you about that in a minute when you actually deliver something where the people can take like a small masterclass just from your post. Now, watch this. Don't be afraid to climb that mountain of sacrifice. Go after your goals and build your dreams. Starting at the bottom will teach you many insightful lessons along the way. Many years ago, I started hosting my first public access TV show at Bowie State University called Blueprint for Success. I had no idea how to take camera cues and follow direction. I didn't know which camera was hot or live that was recording. I used to talk way too fast. I didn't know how to set up the questions for my guests and many other things I got wrong because I was still learning the game. I only had one blue suit and had no idea how to produce TV. I was also still struggling to grow my speaker business and really wasn't good at marketing. It was a painful process full of personal and professional losses. Where I am in my career right now, I can tell you without hesitation that it was worth every bit of struggling I had to go through. Everyone has to start at the bottom to appreciate the distinction of being number one. Before I was interviewing celebrities, I was covering local fashion shows, Pop Warner Youth Football, and any other event so I could work on my skills. I was out in my community everywhere and started to gain a little notoriety. There is no shame in having a learning curve. The rate of a person's progress in gaining experience or new skills is invaluable. And by the way, at the very, very end, you know what I did? I went to get the definition of learning curve, copy and pasted it right down at the bottom, and I just put the word invaluable on the very, very end and modified it a little bit. You've got to use every single tool available at your disposal to create winning copy. Now, I'm going to go down a little bit more. That's another short form post. As you can see, I'm promoting the brand Speaker Focus left and right. I was out riding my bike again. I was chilling. I was Don Juan right there. I was chilling, saying goodnight to everyone. I mean, I'll create a post out of anything. I don't give a damn what it is. I was in the foyer when I created that post. I was at the beach. That's the morning I was jet skiing with my brother. Okay, let me go down a little bit more. I'm trying to find a long form. Oh, here's some copy right here. So let me go back. Why am I not seeing the copy for that picture right there? All right, let me go down. I'm gonna find another one. Bear with me for a second. Okay, here we go. Now, this is a perfect example of a short form post that gives your audience a quick message about what they can do to grow their brand. Now, you see this banner right here? That's one of the banners that you see behind me. This banner right here was sponsored by a graphic design print company for my old TV show. Now, this right here, this banner, literally, it took me no more than probably 20 minutes maybe to design this banner. And you see I have it clipped up in my office right there. And that's what I use for some of the Zoom calls. So for only $88, you can create simple signage that gives your speaking business the look that you've always envisioned. It took me less than 30 minutes to design this. I imported our logo into Microsoft PowerPoint and then inserted 2 royalty-free images. I got them from Google, by the way. It's that easy. Boom, sent to the printers, and you have another tool to promote your brand. Always be marketing, attracting hot leads, and target prospects with consistency. I just put a little microphone emoji with a fire and a stick of dynamite. If you keep, I can go on and on and on. I did a Facebook Live of me accepting Austin's 30-day challenge. When I was in my garage, boxing and doing some jump ropes. I was exercising. That's all part of my brand. I'm exercising, I'm losing weight, so my blood pressure will come down. I share with you, everybody knows what kind of drinks that I like. Kombucha doesn't, Synergy, by the way, doesn't pay me for that, but I drink these all the time on my live. Why? Because I'm talking all the time, and I love them. Whatever you're about, I suggest you start sharing it with people. All you have to do is wrap the messaging around your target audience. There's another video when I was at the boardwalk down there by the beach again, just dropping some more knowledge. Okay, now this is another short form post. I'm going to get to a long form post. I'm going to go to my LinkedIn now. Watch this. I'm going to show you how to turn a post into a long form post, because remember, LinkedIn has a character restriction. These are articles that I posted. Now watch this. This is called quality of messaging as a professional speaker. Now I'm going to show you something. So LinkedIn, watch this. If I had this in a Google Doc, I could copy all of this. Watch this. I'm literally doing it right now, so you understand exactly what the methodology is. I just copied that, okay? Now watch this. If I go back to my LinkedIn and I do start a post, if I copy this in there, watch what's going to happen. You have exceeded the maximum character limit by 685 characters. So now I know that that's what I call a long form post. If I go back to Facebook, Facebook is not going to allow it. It's not going to do that to me. You could just keep going on and on Facebook. I don't believe they have a character restriction, because I put some pretty long posts in there and it's never shut me down and told me there's a character restriction. So this is what you do. If you're going to go post on LinkedIn, which I suggest you do, a lot of you are saying, oh, I need to wait around to get articles published. Bullshit. You can go right to LinkedIn and start your own article. You don't have to wait to get published in a journal. Watch this, because you think it's hard, but it's not. I'm going to discard this for training purposes. Watch this. Start a post. You can write an article. Watch this. Create an article. So you can download your picture right there. Now, this is a brand new MacBook Pro. I don't keep any content on it. but you can literally go to your desktop or whatever, boom, insert the picture right there. Headline, you're going to create the headline right here. Now the headline for that post, let's just say it's called Truth About the Speaking Industry. Okay. Now my my headline is done. Now write your article here. Watch this. All I got to do is just go. When I finish creating the post in a Word document or Google Drive, Austin will have a fit if you're not using your Google Drive, so use it. Right? Now watch this. I literally can go in here, and when I copy and pasted it, watch this. If I want to, I can highlight this area right here on LinkedIn, and it has an area you can go into on LinkedIn. It's a publishing menu. Watch the publishing menu, what I can do. I could put this in the quotations if I want to. Watch that. Boom. Now it puts an important piece that I want people to focus on. I can put that in quotes. Or I can just go back. I can unquote it. But right there, I put that part in quotes. Now I'm breaking up. You want your paragraphs to look really, really clean. And then I can go down. I'm delivering high value when I write this article. Watch this. I win by attrition, wearing down negative opposition with positive activity. Anything that doesn't pass quality control and inspection is immediately eradicated. I'm talking about the code of what you got to do as a speaker. The code is simple. Energy alignment and quality control at all times, except no substitutes. That is a long form post. Watch this. Now you got your picture up there. All you got to do is go up and hit publish. Your article is up just like that. Remember, when you do long form posts, I showed you a short form. I'm just playing around. I want to get a quick post up. Sometimes I don't have time to post. I literally can post on 4 platforms in about 5 or 10 minutes. Doesn't even take me that long. I say, okay, you know what? I haven't posted anything because I've been real busy. I've been on the grind. Let me go ahead and post something. I don't post every single day. I try to post at least once a day from my phone. But I don't. Some days I go 7 to 10 days, 5 to 7 days without posting. It happens sometimes. But typically, I get in the post every day because I want you to see my lifestyle. I want you to see the things that I'm doing, from losing weight to exercising to riding my bike to working out to doing this live right here. Don't tell me that you can't post anything. I just showed you. LinkedIn is a powerful platform. Now, when you go back, watch this, because I can go back. And now I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to view my post. I'm going to go back to view my articles. I don't have a lot of articles there, but if somebody wants to go and check out the articles, I have a place for them to go now to check it out. Okay. I have, watch this, targeted messages. You will not see me posting about anything else except for my lifestyle, pretty much an executive lifestyle, or leadership, or me posting about professional speaking. Now, why would I want to do that on LinkedIn? Because LinkedIn is super professional. Quality of messaging as a professional speaker is one of my articles. I put that back on May 21st this year. Am I really about that speaker life? That's another article that I posted on LinkedIn. Another one is celebrate through COVID-19. Look at that. I just took a picture of me smiling and turned it into something positive that our platform can learn from about COVID-19. Confidence through COVID-19. Another one is determined to learn the speaking game. Another one is to speak or not to speak. And I turned that into an article as well. I got to show you this one, because here's what LinkedIn will allow you to do. I got to show you this one, then I'm going to move on to posting on your other social media platforms. And I'm going to do a couple of lives for you, because a lot of you are still stuck in I don't know how to do it mode, and I'm showing you how to do it right now. After this video, I don't want to hear any excuses. Now, obviously, I did an infographic. I put the Speaker Focus logo up there because I was really trying to be very targeted with this ad. Now, I got the inspiration to do this ad by looking at Grant Cardone do one of his ads in real estate, and it was a really, really nice LinkedIn article, and he had it broken up really, really nice. I said, okay, let me go ahead. I can follow the same template as that, and that's exactly what I did. I put all the titles in bold. I found a couple pictures, I put the content, the value. If you deliver massive value, these people will go to your platform. And now every time they go to your platform, they're learning and growing something new. Frank Kern calls it intent-based branding. They see the logo. You see the Speaker Focus logo. We keep giving you free content all the time. You opted into our sales funnel. You looked at a free half-an-hour workshop. You almost feel compelled. Wow, this guy is really taking us to school. And then I offer you a free strategy call to get on the phone with me to do a free speaker needs assessment. And then when I give you that, more free information, by the way, taking your ass to school left and right about the world of professional speaking. Then after that, you do the follow-up email and you get more social proof, the reviews page, the join me tab. I mean, you put them in a difficult position to tell you no. Mind you, I don't have to say anything. All I'm doing is keep the illustrations flowing. Now, mind you, the thing that I want to put in quotes, technology makes it possible for meeting planners to open up more avenues for speakers like Skype, Zoom, teleconferences, and webinars, adding additional value, revenue for speakers who have great content to deliver. What am I talking about? You've got to become a content producing machine. See, you look at yourself like you're a business professional. You got to stop. You're a multimedia production company. And this is the only camera that you need, especially if you're starting out. Now, I'm going to go through a little bit more. Watch this. Exclusive free training by Kevin T. Robertson. Learn how to supercharge your platform skills and attract high-paid speaking engagements. This is almost like an ad. I use LinkedIn as an ad. I showed this to Austin. He almost lost his mind. He was like, bro, I love it. See, now Austin is my barometer. If he loves it, then I know that I'm going in the right direction. All he cares about is value. Does it have value for our target audience? If yes, keep producing it. If it doesn't, the meeting planner doesn't care. Austin doesn't care. I don't care. Are you focused? Damn, it's not that hard. I'm showing it to you right now. Okay, there's another infographic. All I did was do a little text overlay, and then I put it in front of another picture. You see, the theme of this whole post was me with my black and white with the microphone. That was the whole theme. Another quote, conference coordinator. Then I gave some hard data. Watch this. According to market research, the self-improvement market was worth $9.9 billion in 2016 and is estimated to grow to $13.2 billion by 2022 with 5.6 average yearly gains. I mean, that's a serious market cap of growth. Watch this. The entire meeting and events industry, meetings and events account for $325 billion of direct spending. You're talking about $325 billion is spent in our industry on salaries. Watch this. Salaries, corporate events. Small business owners say that 96% of small business owners say they yield a direct return by having on-site meetings. And all this statistical data I'm sharing with speakers so they can understand that I'm giving away this information for free. I've done the research for you and went to reputable sources so you can get everything right in a drop file, in an article that I posted. Boom. Your desire to get on stage to speak has got to be greater than any other challenges you are currently facing. That's a long form post. Look how long that is. And all of a sudden it's over at the end. I don't know how to make this more plain and clear to you, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to become a content producing machine. Now, I probably took that same post on LinkedIn. I took that same post and I put it on Facebook because Facebook doesn't have a character restriction. Now, I can tell you right now, if I was to move that over to Instagram, Instagram definitely has a character restriction so that it doesn't look obnoxious. You want to be able to shorten up your posts. If I wanted to take one of those pictures, or you can load multiple pictures in your LinkedIn photo library. I think you can load up to 10, I believe. If I wanted to put a lot of pictures in there so you could scroll through, I could, but the copy, you're just going to take maybe the footnotes of that long form post, bam, copy and paste it right there in your Instagram. See, I only deal with 4 platforms. I don't even deal with the other ones. I don't deal with TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitter. That's for the younger crowd. Well, if you specialize in the youth market, Perhaps you want a TikTok, a Snapchat, or a Twitter, but I would go to those platforms and learn what they're all about. I only use 4 platforms. I have my public figure page, which has about 100,000 followers on there on Facebook. I use my personal page, which doesn't have many followers. We use that as part of our LinkedIn organic outreach automation strategy. And Austin is in control of all of my social media. It's because we have to use it for our business. So he just utilizes the personal Facebook to send a friend request to strategic people who we're trying to do business with. That's all I use my personal Facebook for. I don't post anything about vacation, no family pics, no me at doing anything that has something to do with my private life, because I'm on my 13th stalker. I had to put peaceable restraining orders on 2 of them, and then the other ones just came online. Another one just came on our radar. You can tell they start getting obsessive. They start trying to be controlling. They start trying to schedule strategy calls with multiple emails. Oh, this is the kind of nonsense that goes on, but it comes with the territory. Don't worry about it. This is what we got Ward White for, my attorney for 30 years. We don't even worry about stuff like that. Now, so I'm telling you that as you're going through the process, I only use the top 4. Public figure, Facebook. Personal, Facebook. I post the same exact thing on both of them. Then I go to my LinkedIn. I post on my LinkedIn as well. I got probably over 7,000, 8,000 connections on LinkedIn, growing leaps and bounds every single day. People, when our ad is running as it does nonstop, we get constant LinkedIn requests, connection requests every single day. Besides the strategy that Austin has to make connections with people who we're trying to do business with. And that's people, obviously, the service providers, the consultants, the coaches who want to learn more about the speaking industry. Because guess what? You can go to any of my social media and you clearly understand what it is that I do. It is very, very focused. And if yours isn't, that's going to be a problem, excuse me, for the conference coordinator. All right, now, let me go back here. Let me see, stop share. I apologize. Got to stop share. Okay, I'm back now. Okay. Antoinette said, thank you so much. She's looking to publish some articles, but I'm telling you, that's right. LinkedIn is a great way for you to start. A lot of you are great writers. You have great content. I don't know. Let me tell you something. If you're not utilizing LinkedIn to post long form articles, you're wasting your time. That is one of the best ways. When the conference coordinator starts doing research on you, if you don't have a LinkedIn profile, get one. Because it's where professionals go to do business. Not everybody goes to Facebook. That's not a professional platform. LinkedIn is a professional platform. Now you can make Facebook and Instagram. Instagram is for quick messages. All right, now, remember, I only deal with 4 because these are the ones that get us the most pub, if you want to call it that. Public figure, Facebook, personal Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. That's exactly what I do. Now, I'm gonna give you an example of how you can get past video, because a lot of you are confused about what you can do as far as video is concerned. So let me go into literally creating a live on my Instagram. And there's 2 ways to do it. You can either go IG has a limit on the length of your video. So you can go Instagram live, or you can go IGTV. Now IGTV will allow you to post longer videos. So if you don't have the IGTV app, all you got to do is download it. And now you can go IGTV. It will log all of your long videos in there, or you can upload and transfer longer videos. But Instagram is for like a really quick post. Watch this. I'm going to do a post on Instagram right after I do an illustration behind me, because I got 2 things I want to show you. All right. Now, All right, I'm showing you two things right now. I'm showing you my old Android, which my old Android still is around, not only with my iPhone. I got the brand new iPhone, but my old Android, I still love it. So when I'm like lounging around, I keep it around the house and I'm lounging around because this has a different kind of filter on it than an iPhone does. So I may take a picture from my Android and I will download it, right? Because I still, watch this. This is still online. I still got all my apps on here. I can post Facebook. I can post on both my Facebook accounts, my LinkedIn and my Instagram, boom, right from there. It all depends on how I'm feeling, all right? If I want a different kind of filter, then I may put it on there. I may not want to put a filter on it at all. So I stay with my iPhone. Now this right here is a DSLR camera. Let me take it off of here so everybody can see it. This is a DSLR camera. It has a light on the top. These are very inexpensive. If you want to drop videos, this thing has quality photos. The light box that you see in front of you, you see I have lighting. The lighting in the basement area where I am, it's horrible. So I bought a $122 light box kit. And now it has the soft white light on me, and that's why it looks so vibrant. If I cut this light off right now, I'm gonna show you something real quick for demonstration purposes. Watch how the lighting looks down here if I cut it off. Watch this. Because I don't want to hear any excuses about you don't know how to do this stuff. A lot of it's inexpensive. Now watch this. You see how the light is shining on my head? That's not what you want. You don't want that light shining on your head. So play around with the lighting and get it right. Watch this when I turn off the light. I turn off the soft light, but look at that. You see how horrible that looks? That sucks. Now, I don't think that that's a great piece of content, but watch what happens. When I go over here and I cut the lights back down so I don't have that little glow on top of my head because it's recessed lighting in the ceiling, that's not a good look, okay? Watch this. This is about producing content, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this. Now, I could cut the lights out in here if I wanted to. All I gotta do is cut my light box kit on and then boom. I literally don't need no lights down here because I got the light box kit going. Now, remember, a DSLR camera, you can get one of these very inexpensively. I mean, you could pick these up for like $250 or less right on Amazon. It's a DSLR camera. Now, if it does not do long video very well, you will literally burn one of these cameras up on the bottom. You got to get a bigger camera like the ones we use to cover the red carpet. Those can go hours and hours and hours with an 8-hour battery pack on it. But this DSLR camera is for recording short length videos. You can literally do a movie with this camera, okay? But you can also do a movie right from your iPhone. These are your content producers right here. You do not need this, okay? This is just extra. I like to do stuff on a professional level sometimes, but what you need is this right here. This is all you need. You don't need the DSLR camera. This is for extra. Now, if you go out and you want to do a photo shoot or something, I'd say the resolution on this camera is even going to be better than your iPhone, but your iPhone takes some great pictures. I've done photo shoots with my coaching students with the iPhone. It looks like they did a photo shoot with a real photographer. It depends. It's up to you. You can get the DSLR camera, a very inexpensive one. We'll take high-res photos, or you can run it right from here. Let me just share something with you real quick. Just so you know I'm not trying to front on you. This Android phone right here. Damn, I miss my Android. But I got to be on the Apple teams. I got a brand new Mac computer. So I told Austin I was going to give it a try. And there's some things about the Apple that I love. But let me tell you something. This phone right here, this Android, I use this Android device to record all the video modules on the Speaker Focus platform. Every last bit of it. And this is how you can create content. You can post it literally. You can post content right from here. So watch this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go live right now. and show you how you can put up a video real quick and then label the video. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm ready to go IG live. I'm gonna post a piece of content right from Instagram. All right, I'm gonna do it right from my phone. Wait a minute. Okay, we got a video. Let me go live. Oh, on this phone, it doesn't have the IG app isn't downloaded on my old Android. The IGTV app isn't downloaded on there, but don't worry about it. I'm going right to my iPhone. Let me fix this real quick. Okay, I see my live button. Boom. Okay, I'm ready to go live. Instagram right now. All right, watch this. A message that has value to our target audience. Watch this. Checking for a connection. Yeah. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Kevin T. Robertson, CEO of Speaker Focus, the world's #1 speaker coach. Listen, whenever you're trying to reach out to conference coordinators, make sure that you have your sales tools and your social proof on point. First thing you need to do as a speaker is organize your message. That is the biggest challenge that speakers run into, is organizing the message. The next thing we need to do is we need to make sure that your message is organized and you create all of your signature programs. Signature programs are important because conference coordinators need to be able to see all of that when they are deciding on what speaker topics they want to select. And they also need to make sure that they select speakers who are going to bring value to their audience or organization. Make sure the target buyer is hiring you to speak so you can bring value to their organization. I'll see you right here next time with KTR's Focus Tip. Now, I got a little distracted because I don't know what was happening with my Android. Somebody was trying to send some kind of crazy message came through, but no problem. I think you get the point. You can literally open up your phone and start creating videos. I can go to that video and I can give it a title and then I could post it. That's it. That's all you need to do is do that on Instagram. Or if you want to, you can open up the camera feature on your phone, which you all have it. You can turn on the video, okay? And you can turn the camera around facing you and you can do a video right here. If you don't want to go live, you can also post a video, but watch this. Live video gets consumed 10 times more than anything else. So you're smart if you want to go IGTV, download the IGTV app, or you can go Instagram live for a quick message. If you make it too long, it's going to cut you off. Or if you try to upload a video, hit the red button, make a quick video, and then you could take that video and post it. And I also post on YouTube as well. So now watch this. You want to talk about content. Let me do a screen share again because I want to show you something. All of the weekly group calls, they get moved right to share screen. Let me go here real quick, show you this again. You can go right to, remember that Google search. You do that Google search, people are going to pop up. I recently was featured, me and Austin were recently featured in the Dallas Voyage magazine. All right, meet Kevin T. Robertson, Austin Troyer. They did an article on me about Speaker Focus. Remember, that Google search is powerful. They got my Instagram right there. You're going to see my IMDb when I produce some movies. You're also going to see my LinkedIn profile. You're going to see a ton of pictures. And you're also going to see, if I click on video, it's going to go right to our YouTube channel. Oops, that was our Facebook. Sorry about that. Let me go back. Let me find our YouTube channel. Heartbreaking. I'm almost. That was me going in. Now watch this. You go to our YouTube channel and you'll see a catalog of all the videos. And this is what people are going to see. So they have content after content after content. You can look at video after video. We're branded up with the Speaker Focus logo in the background. I mean, I hope you're getting ideas now. This is what I do to create content for us all the time. And I do it on a consistent basis because you have to start planting seeds. You have to start leaving things behind. And if you want to look at, Austin has all of our social media. Every bit of it drives you to where we want you to go. We're not talking about anything else. One destination. We want people to go to speakerfocus.com. That's all we care about. Now, I'm going to open up the floor. I see a lot of people on here. We got a lot of new students on here tonight. So I want to open up the floor for some questions. But literally, what I'm going to do before I do that is I'm going to show you how easy it is to create a post. I'm going to share my screen real quick. And I want you to understand the inception of the idea. So let's say I'm looking at a picture. And I'm going to pull up a picture right in my phone. Okay, so let's say I pull up this picture. Okay, I'm right here. I'm just chilling, right? Okay, watch this. This is a picture of me with some glasses on. Let me take the glare off. So I'm on the couch and I'm chilling with some glasses on, right? Now, if I look at that picture with the look on my face, I don't know what I was thinking about. But watch this. I take pictures every single day. I may take 4 or 5. I may keep them in my phone. I don't know what I want to use. I may go back in there and say, okay, let me go ahead. So this picture right here, with the look on my face, maybe what I was thinking about that day was I have my glasses on. So, oh, there we go. What I see when I look at this picture is intelligence. It's not how smart you are. Intelligence is the gathering of information. So watch this. I'm gonna go right down. Let me share my screen. I want you to see what my methodology is of creating content. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna go right to open up a doc that I already had up. Where's my Google Doc? Just had it. Why is this thing in the way? Come on, y'all. All right, don't worry about it. Okay, here we go. So what did I say? Intelligence is the gathering information, right? Intelligence. Watch this. I'm going to call this post Intelligent Speaker. I'm going to call this post Intelligent Speaker. Now, I'm going to come down here in my Google Doc. The reason why I want you to design it in a Google Doc is because Google's going to save it every couple of seconds. It's on the cloud. You don't have to worry about it. And then you don't lose your post. If you go direct, this is what I recommend. Listen to me carefully. Try not to go directly into Facebook, especially if you're doing a long form post. What if the power goes out? Facebook has multiple glitches all the time. I remember I did a really long form post and something went wrong and I lost the copy. Go in to your Google Doc and put the copy in there. You copy and paste it into everything else. Now I got my picture that I know I already want to use. I'm locked in on it. Remember, it's the picture of me with glasses on. So I'm going to call this Intelligent Speaker because I got glasses on. I don't know, but that's just what I'm feeling. So I'm literally going to take that post and I'm going to say Intelligent Speaker. I'm going to say, watch this. Are you an intelligent speaker? I'm going to start it off with a question. Watch this. Intelligence is not how smart you are. However, intelligence No, that's intelligence, is the gathering of information. Watch this. What information are you gathering to explode your speaker business? Are you accessing the right kind of resources? Or are you sitting on the sidelines watching other people living their dreams, watching other people live their dreams, and you at a standstill with no positive marketing activity? Now, we're going to go back through here because sometimes when I type fast, watch this. It's a gathering of information. When I type fast, I'm going to have some typos. Are you accessing? Google is smarter than you, so it's going to go through real quick. Are you at a standstill? That's wrong. That's wrong. I don't give a damn. I'm in thought right now. Stop overthinking it. Just go through the doc real quick. Activity. Watch this. Google saying that that's wrong. People are living there. No, Google, you're wrong in that regard. That's right. Okay. Now watch this. Then now, in order for me to get the next lines, I go back and read out loud because I need to hear it. How is it gonna feel to my target audience? I'm creating copy for my target audience. Remember, your best skill is not your ability to speak. I need you to shut up and learn how to write great copy. Are you an intelligent speaker? Intelligence is not how smart you are. However, intelligence is the gathering of information. What information are you gathering to explode your speaker business? Are you accessing the right kind of resources, or are you sitting on the sidelines watching other people live their dreams? The reason why it has a line under it, because I didn't put the word dreams. Living their dreams. See how that line went out under that? Google's smarter than you. Live their dreams. Are you accessing the right kind of resources, or are you sitting on the sidelines watching other people live their dreams? Or, watch this, or are you at a standstill with no positive marketing activity? Okay, now I'm going to go down here. This is how I build the post. Think about the main subject. Are you an intelligent speaker? I'm talking about, are you being smart? So now the thing I'm thinking, if I'm being smart, watch this. Intelligence is not how smart you are. It's the gathering of information. So where are you getting your information from? Where are you getting your information? Watch this. Some speakers tend to work very hard, and hard work is most definitely a part. Definitely a part of building a bookable. No, hard work is definitely a part of building a successful speaking empire. Speaking empire. Now, watch this. Let me read it again. Where are you getting your information from? There's too many spaces between you and getting. I got to backspace that. You got to check all of this. Does it read well? Reading it out loud. Are the commas? Is the punctuation right? Whoever's going to be reading it, they're going to get something from it. Remember, to the target buyer, it should feel good and it should sound good. Okay. Are you an intelligent speaker? Intelligence is not how smart you are. However, intelligence is the gathering of information. What information are you gathering to explode your speaker business? Are you accessing the right kind of resources? Or are you sitting on the sidelines watching other people live their dreams? Or are you at a standstill with no positive marketing activity? So far, it feels good. I like it. If it doesn't, I go back and I tweak it a little bit when I give it the final read. Where are you getting your information? Some speakers tend to work hard. No, some speakers tend to work very hard, and hard work is most definitely a part of building a successful speaking empire. However, see, I'm gonna say that because you want to take a dig. You want to take a dig. You want to hit that pain point for a speaker who's looking to do this business. That's what I want to do. However, most people don't utilize the most important aspect of their brains. Now watch this. I'm gonna get real fancy on you right here, but I'm gonna watch this. Utilize. See, I don't give a damn if the words are spelled wrong. I just want to get the idea out. You can go back and clean up the document as you go along. Watch this. And you see how Austin taught me how to do this, by the way. You want the paragraphs broken up so it looks nice and clean, right? Now watch this. I'm showing y'all the magic. This is what I do when I want to do a post and we want to send something out to our list. Austin says, yo, Kev, I need a long form post. We need to send something to our list. I haven't done it in like 7 or 10 days. Okay, Troy, no problem. Boom. And I open up a Google Doc and this is how I make it happen. Now, however, most people don't. Let me read that again. Where are you getting your information? Some speakers tend to work very hard, and hard work is most definitely a part of building a successful speaking empire. However, most people don't utilize the most important aspects of their brains. Now watch this. I'm ready to go real. I want you to remember RAS. Now watch this. If you're not sure about spelling, I'm telling you a lot of times what you have to do is this is what you got to do. Watch this. Now you want to go to my Google Doc is right there, intelligent speaker. And Google Doc is just every time. Last edit happened seconds ago. Google just going to keep saving it for you. You don't have to worry about nothing. But I want to do some research now. So now I want to pull up RAS. I don't have to get it spelled right. Watch this. Watch this. Reticular activating system. There we go. Reticular activating system, RAS. There's a definition. Watch how to do. Y'all ain't going to believe this one. Watch this. Sometimes to fill up a couple of lines. Oh, I'm talking about doing research now, which is makes you the most powerful speaker in the world. Use Google. Now, reticular activating system, sometimes known as the ascending arousal system, the reticular activating system, RAS, consists of nuclei and tracts that are involved in regulating wakefulness, arousalness, and some aspects of sleep. The primary components of the RAS are found in or arise from the reticular information. Now, I can share some stuff with you that the reticular activating is not saying about this in here because they're trying to get all fancy. But what I'm going to say is this, watch this. So I may just copy this. Amen. May copy that right there inside. Watch this. Paste without formatting. Now I'm gonna put that right in there. Watch this. Paste without formatting. I'm gonna tab down because now I got some stuff I need to edit. Paste without formatting. So it comes in my document. It comes in my document formatted the same way the other text is. If I do a regular copy and paste, watch what's gonna happen. I'm gonna paste it again. Watch what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do a paste. You see what happens? It changes the text to what the text was on the web page that I imported it in from, and we don't want that. So I'm gonna go back here and I'm going to take that out. Okay, I want you to remember RAS. Watch this. I literally can do this. Sometimes known, RAS, sometimes known as ascending arousal system. The reticular activating system consists of, now watch this. I'm gonna take that part out because I don't like the definition of what they say, and I'm gonna put my own definition in here. Sometimes known as the ascending arousal system, watch this, is responsible for where all your memory resides. That's why you can remember the model of a new car that you spotted while out shopping, or you can remember information like when you study for a test. Now, I know remember, watch this. I got some irregularities in here, so I'm gonna go back and clean it up. That's why, that should be that's, or that is why. I don't like that is why, that reads wrong. I like that's why, so I'm gonna put that's why. That's why. You can remember the model of, that should be a new car. You can remember, that's why you can remember the model that should be car you just spotted. You just spotted while out shopping. You just spotted while out shopping. Or you can remember, got to fill that all the way in. You can remember information like when you study for a test. And I want to end that, and did very well. Information is easily accessible when you take time to train your brain. Now watch this. I may even want to go back besides the reticular activating system stuff that I found, and I may want to go the best way to train your brain. Watch this. I may do another Google search on how to train your brain. Okay. Let's see what comes up. How to train your brain. All right. We don't want that. I typically don't go to the ads. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see that. Okay. While training your mind is the most important priority in life. Well, say you got liberationist.org. They did an article, or somebody did an article at aau.edu, the best way to train your brain. That is the probably Association of Brain Power Improvement or something. 12 ways to strengthen your brain from Brain MD. Okay, watch this. You can go in here if you want to. If you want to do a LinkedIn article, watch this. I can literally copy and paste the stuff from the LinkedIn article, cross-train at work, improve your skills, the things that you do already, limit television for kids and adults, limit video games, join a reading group. Practice does not make perfect. Break your routine and stimulate new parts of the brain. If I wanted to, I could literally copy and paste all of that, but I don't need all of that. I don't need all of it. I may just want to go in here and get something. Watch this, something where you're not plagiarizing the entire article, which is if you cite the source where you got it from, like I did in one of my LinkedIn articles, it's fine. But these things give you a springboard to at least start getting your thought to go in the right direction. So you can say, watch this. See, I didn't know this just because I did research. Watch this. It's Brain Awareness Week through March 22nd. So now I could take it through, I could take this whole thing right here and I could say, okay, just brain awareness. This is something new that I've never known before. I'm being real with you. I didn't know that Brain Awareness Week was the first in the 22nd day right along that week of March. So I'm going to go in here. Information is easily accessible when you take time to train your brain. Watch this. Paste without formatting. Were you aware? No, are you aware that Their Brain Awareness Week starts right around, watch this. Brain Awareness Week starts around March 22nd. Anytime I got to spell March 22nd. And then what I want to do, and for purposes of time, because I want to get some people in here to ask me some questions. For the purposes of time, I could just keep going on and on and on. What you want to do is layer the post, okay? Layer your post. First is your title. All I keep doing is going back to the title. Are you an intelligent speaker? Remember, it all started with the picture that I have up here of me sitting on the couch. I said intelligence. I saw the glasses. I say intelligence. So I call the post intelligent speaker in my Google Doc. Are you an intelligent speaker? Intelligence is not how smart you are. However, intelligence is the gathering of information. What information are you gathering to explode your speaker business? Are you accessing the right kind of resources, or are you sitting on the sidelines watching other people live their dreams, or are you at a standstill with no positive marketing activity? Where are you getting your information from? Some speakers tend to work very hard, and hard work is most definitely a part of building a successful speaking empire. However, most people don't utilize the most important aspects of their brains. I want you to remember RAS, sometimes also known as the ascending arousal system, is responsible for where your memory resides. That's why you can remember a model car you just spotted while out shopping, or you can remember information like when you studied for a test and did very well. Information is easily accessible when you take time to train your brain. Are you aware that Brain Awareness Week starts right around March 22nd? And I could go on and on and on. You saw me do editing. You saw me come up with a title. You saw me pick a picture. Don't tell me that you can't post or you don't want to post. I don't want to hear it. You should be posting things about your speaker topics. I'm going to stop screen share. I'm going to get back to some questions. I see a question in the chat. I love you, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I go hard for you. Okay, let me see. Oh, Miss Tina Marie, thanks for teaching the class. It's excellent visual for visual learners as well. I can share with everyone. I was definitely old school, but I'm so grateful that I took the time to learn about the social media platforms and technology. Thank you and Speaker Focus for breaking me out of an archaic way of thinking. Wow, let me tell you something. Tina Marie is definitely one of our shining examples of what happens when I'm talking, Tina used to get in her way like a lot of you are doing on our platform, because she didn't want to post anything. A lot of you don't want to post. You don't know where to start. I'm telling you, listen, you don't need a DSLR camera. And this isn't even fancy. This is not a $2,000 camera. This is like a $250 camera, okay? I have other cameras that's more expensive, but I just want to bring this one on. And this is only like $233. I got it right off Amazon. With the light kit, the bag that comes with it, all of that came with it. Every last one of you have one. You have a smartphone. I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen. So you don't even understand how powerful this thing is right here. Right here. This is the most powerful tool that you have in your marketing arsenal, and some of you aren't even using it. You're very stagnant with your social media. You aren't posting anything. So remember, as soon as you get your speaker topics, you should be posting things on your social media should reinforce your speaker topics. I'm respectfully requesting, if you want to make money in this business, you need to start managing your social media more professionally. The conference coordinator doesn't care about the things that you're doing with your personal life. If it's adding value, great, then I would keep it. But if your posts, I want you to go back and read your posts. Does it add any value? And I need to say this before I start taking questions, before I start getting some other people in here that have questions for me. I don't want to hear any more excuses. I don't want to hear that KTR don't understand. I just literally sat up here and showed you how I create LinkedIn articles, how I post video content that I can get right up on my YouTube if I wanted to. If I want to post something quick, I can go Facebook Live. They have YouTube Live if you even wanted to do that. I can record a video from my phone. I can post that up on my Instagram, or I can download the IGTV app and I could go I could do a live video, a long video from my IGTV, and boom, it gets automatically cataloged in there. All you gotta do is give it a title. Of course, you want to give it a title that's catchy. How am I helping conference coordinators? Or the top 5 things conference coordinators need to do to make it through COVID-19. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? You better be trying to figure out how to partner with these conference coordinators to get you through COVID-19. I told you, we got speakers. One of our speakers on our platform just booked a speaking engagement from Germany. It's a Zoom call, but she's still getting paid. We have some of our coaching students who are still booking live events. It all depends on what industry you're in. See, remember the story I told you early on in the video. The NBA is still moving forward. They still want their TV money. They still are paying their players. They figured it out. Football and baseball haven't really figured it out. Soccer, they still doing their thing. Soccer's figured it out. I even saw some cats playing rugby on Fox Sports the other day. They figured it out. If you got to quarantine people, fine. But see, here's the thing. Everybody's not sick. And everybody's not dying. And people have a multi-billion-dollar machine to keep moving forward, and they're going to do it. So what am I telling you? I don't want to hear your excuses, because you can start creating content right from your phone. I don't want to hear, oh, KTR, I don't know how to produce a short form post. I just showed you how to do it. I just showed you how I post the short form post on my Facebook. This is how I typically do it. If I do a short form post and I take a selfie right from my phone, the first app I open up is Instagram, because I know it's not going to be a long form post and I don't really have to play around with it. I literally type the short form post right there in my Instagram. Now, I know I said open up the Google Doc for the long form post, but a short form post, I got a quick thought in my mind. It may be 3 or 4 lines. You understand? Not going to be anything long. I say, okay, I might want to tell people have a good weekend. Boom, import the picture, open it up. That's a post. So I go to my Instagram first. Then if I put a filter on it, then I take the same picture that I put up on my Instagram. I can copy and paste that to my Facebook public figure page. That's place number 2. Number 3 is my personal Facebook page. And then 4th is my LinkedIn. I'm posting 4 places and I'm done. That's it. Because that's where all of the people who I want to do business with, that's where they hang out. We damn sure enough want to post something on Facebook, because we run Facebook ads. We want to make sure that we have content on Instagram, because we run Instagram ads. We also run YouTube ads. So I want great content on YouTube. We run Google AdWords. So I have great content, searchable links on Google that Austin's going to make sure he copies and pastes certain pictures or video, whatever. He takes whatever he wants to drive it to the Google traffic. And those are all these are different platforms, by the way, which you should be speaking to these platforms in different ways. But if you're adding value, you see how I do it. I can copy and paste the value in all different platforms. Now, the last place is my LinkedIn. But remember this. Now, there's sometimes when I get a little aggressive, but I want to get your attention, and I may use a piece of profanity here and there. I don't make it a habit, but every once in a while, I may say shit or damn or ass. Rarely do I drop an F-bomb on you, but I will if I absolutely have to. I'm not afraid to do that, but I don't make it a consistent part of my brand. For those of you who are a little bit more conservative, maybe that's not your style. It's okay. However, watch this. On LinkedIn, I try to keep that kind of activity restrictive, or I may put the little, instead of describing SHIT, I may replace the I with the star symbol, right? I may do that. Remember, when I'm only doing short form posts on Instagram because it has a character restriction. I'm doing the long form post on Facebook, most definitely. And you're going to have a long form post character restriction on your LinkedIn. So turn it into an article, or you can just edit the LinkedIn article down so it fits into the parameters of the character restriction. Boom. And you still post it anyway with the same picture. I'm telling you that there's all kinds of different ways. And you see me with different banners, different signage behind me. That's content. When you see me hanging out, living this speaker focus life, that's content. You see me I got like 20 of these KTR shirts, all different colors. That's content. So sometimes I may just come down. I might not even be out anywhere. I might just come stand in front of the banner. Watch this. I'm gonna show you exactly what I do. I'll come down and stand in front of this banner and I'll say, okay, let me open up my camera. Turn the camera around, lighting, watch this. This is what I do. I don't really have a bad side. I don't have a bad side, but I like my right side better than my other side. So I may turn the picture like this, get the right angle on my phone, boom. Now, I just took like 8 or 9 pictures. Now I'm gonna scroll through my phone. I'm gonna find the one that I like the most. And the one that I took that I like is that picture right there. That's the one I like the most. And I'm definitely gonna use that as content, turn it into a picture one day. Just playing around, I can get a good picture. That's it. Now I can go back over those pictures, the ones I don't like. I'm like, cool, but watch this. Every time I shave, every time I do my spa day, because I feel like I'm looking at my very best on those days, I take a lot of pictures. I have like 10 different pieces of banners or signage that I could get in front of if I want to represent the brand. And I could go ahead and just take 10 pictures. And on a day like today, after I finish the Zoom call, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a little mini photo shoot. And now I got content nonstop. You need to be a nonstop, never-ending supply of creating content. You are a content producing machine. Are you starting to understand? If you are, I'm opening up the floor for questions. Show me some love. I hope you enjoyed the session. If you want to know how to produce great content with no excuses, no bullshit, no dragging your ass and not knowing what to do, pick your phone up. All you got to do is go back over this video, and I taught you plenty of things in here in order to do that. Anybody else have an issue with producing content? If there's something about producing content you don't understand. Okay, well, while you're waiting to get your questions together, let me bring in Austin Troy. What's up, partner? Hey, man.
Hey, how's it going?
Listen, man, Austin, I'm not gonna say I'm tired of working hard for you, bro, but the work it's not easy over here, okay? You got me working overtime. But listen, bro, I want you to I want them to hear from a technical perspective of how you and I work together. And I want you to just tell it the Austin Troy way. Would I be right in describing that you're like somebody who goes on Amazon and you're looking for a certain thing, right? A very targeted piece of content or very targeted piece of information. So you reach out to me, and I want you to take them through the process of when you reach out to me. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. I am the content provider. Austin, then he's gonna run through the process of when he puts the order in and tells me whatever it is that he needs. So Austin, give him a couple scenarios and then tell them what you do with the content and how you use it for our list, targeted list.
Yeah. So first off, the reason, I don't just create the content myself is because we want the highest quality content to be posted, and quality content is stuff that actually provides value to the person we're talking to. And we're talking to people that want to get the highest quality content for speaking. Now, I don't even have a quarter of the experience that Kevin has in speaking. So I can't create the level of content that he can. And the same goes with, technology and digital marketing and all that stuff. I have way more experience than Kevin. So I would be the one to write the content on that. And that goes the same with your thing. And that's why we stress so hard on being focused on one thing and actually getting that expertise, because you're not going to be able to charge the fees that you want, $5,000 per speaking gig, unless you have high, mastery level of expertise in some sort of field. And they'll be able to smell that with your content quickly. So that's first off, that's why we do that sort of relationship. And now Kevin touched on it a little bit, but the context of the platforms and the use case of the content is so important. The reason why you don't use swear words and you talk a different way on LinkedIn is because people are in a different frame of mind when they're scrolling through LinkedIn. Just like you wouldn't be swearing at a a funeral, or, acting a certain way at a funeral, like that's the way you act on LinkedIn. And same with TikTok. TikTok is it's a younger demographic. It's starting to age up, just like all the social media platforms do. But TikTok is just all people dancing. There's new content starting to come on there, but usually it was just people dancing, and like it was rap songs, and it's, just kind of a younger culture. You can't post that content on LinkedIn. So that's why you have to be aware of the platform. Now, what I'll tell Kevin is, hey, here's the channel, or here's the platform that we need to post a piece of content on. And I tell him that the channel, and that's very important, because then he knows the objective and he knows the context of like how he's supposed to position the copy. Now, what you can do is I can say, hey, Kevin, I'm going to just grab a piece of content you post on Facebook. And what I'll do is tweak that content to match the platform that I'm going to be posting on. Now, email marketing, that's kind of a common use case. So once a week, we'll post an email to our list. And usually what we're trying to do is just to drum up sales calls with people and keep people engaged. And, for the people that have already booked a call, we're trying to stay top of mind. And what we'll do is, knowing that we're trying to do that, we have that objective with the content, we'll tweak the copy a little bit to frame and to pre-frame the call to action at the end of the copy, and get them to actually take action. And there's different types of content you can create for different platforms, but for email specifically, when I want Kevin to write email copy, it needs to be very persuasive, and it needs to be longer form, because we're asking we have a big call to action. We're trying to get people to actually schedule a call. The form's not super short. Like you need to be higher intent, and to get that higher intent action, that requires more persuasive copy. So Kevin, when I say, hey, we need some email copy, he knows, hey, we need to make this a little bit longer. We need to be more persuasive in it. And the end, we have to do some storytelling. And at the end of the email, we need to have a call to action to, hey, book a call with us if you want to learn more. And that's the same thing you're going to be doing once you build up an email list of conference coordinators. This exact approach you're going to take with email. So that's just one example. Now, if we need an Instagram post, Kevin, I usually have Kevin just post that stuff on his own for the direct to those platforms, but you need an image. Like that's what Instagram is all about. So you usually want to start with an image for that platform, and then create a story or create the content out of that, because the image just drives so much of the engagement. And if you just have if the image is an afterthought, you're not going to have as high performing content on that platform. Now, LinkedIn is a little bit different. LinkedIn is, more people in a mindset of reading and want more intellectual things. So the image isn't as important. It's still important, but you don't need to put as much emphasis on that. Now, Facebook Live, that's a whole different story. You have to be in conversational mode. You have to realize that people are going to be coming on live. You have to talk to them differently, and you can't just talk at them. You got to talk with them. You got to engage with them. You have Instagram stories. We don't do too much of that right now, but it's highly engaging, and it can be a great medium. So like Instagram and Facebook stories, those are very short, and you got to get straight to the point. You want to keep them under like 30 seconds. And so like for that medium, you need to be way different than, a long form post. So was that enough examples there?
Yeah, that definitely was. I just wanted them to understand that, all of the platforms, your approach just needs to be modified a little bit. And you hearing it from a different, but Austin has a different thought process of the way he thinks. Now I will tell you this. What like Austin just is described to you. He doesn't tell me what to post, or he doesn't really tell me. Well, he does tell me how to post it, but he doesn't tell me what to post. He will give me the order and say, "Hey, look, bro, I need we're getting ready to run a new YouTube ad. These are the call to actions. This is the format that I need you to follow. I'll follow the format, give him the video that he needs. Hey, bro, I'm talking to you just like he talks to me. Bro, we need a new LinkedIn organic outreach automation video. I need you to drop a video for 7 days of the week. It may be, hey, this is Monday in Motion. This is KTR. Thanks for connecting with me through LinkedIn. Hey, I noticed that you have some speaking experience and blah, 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 blah. I get that direction from Austin. He tells me what he needs, and I'm the content producer. I have to create it. Now, he may say, yo, bro, I need something to go out to our list. Now, here's where he's exceptionally skilled, and I don't do this part, but I had to learn this from him. He's very skilled at taking the copy. Now, you can't do this unless you read all the copy. He has to read every word. Very rarely does he throw the stuff out. But what he'll do is he'll put a link here. He'll put a call to action here. He'll move some stuff around. He'll add stuff in there as it pertains to the list that we're sending it to. And definitely, I don't come up with the call to actions on the end. Austin does all of that because he knows who it's going to. My job is to be able to create the story, give him all the meat, and he comes in there like Mariano Rivera, like the closer, and he just knocks it out the park. That's what happens. So I'm letting you know the inside of how we put together our content, because I spend the majority of my time. When I tell you that I see words all the time, I have to say this to you every single week. Your best skill is not your speaking skill. Some of you just need to shut up. You already do. We don't have to worry about that part with you. You have to become a better writer. And if you don't practice on it every single day, and I know some of your posts, it may look horrible in the beginning, but this is what we're here for. Let us say, hey, KTR, man, check out all my social media. Create a support ticket, support@speakerfocus.com. Hey, KTR, I posted this, I posted that. I will tell you that your posting is great. I've had Austin tell me 3 or 4 years ago, Austin would tell me, yo, bro, that post you put up, it was obnoxious. I took it down. You know, when he says obnoxious, it's too much going on in the background, or it wasn't organized in the right kind of fashion to speak directly to our target market. So I would take it down or I would modify. Hey, thanks, bro. I appreciate the feedback. There's a time and place where you should use hashtags and when not to. Facebook, Austin, if I can remember, is not the best place to use hashtags. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's not that important. Definitely Instagram, though.
Instagram, though, you can use a lot of hashtags. Now watch this. Because we run a highly converting sales funnel, I'm going to ask Austin the question right here in front of you guys right now. Austin, do you ever tell me to use hashtags at the end of our posts on Instagram?
No.
And why not? Because what?
Yeah, I mean, usually now Instagram, it can be effective, but usually I don't like hashtags because it's just, it's redundant. And it can be just annoying to people.
It can be a little annoying.
It depends what it depends what the hashtags are. Like you don't want to be just posting the same hashtags on every single picture, but it can help with discovery on Instagram if you have a real strategy behind what hashtags you're using, and if it matches the context of what you're posting.
And that's another video. And watch this, because our sales funnel converts at a very high level. And if I need to be hashtagging, believe me, Austin would tell me, yo, bro, we got this special campaign we're doing with this hashtag, and then I would know to incorporate it in the post. But you don't want to be redundant. You don't have to do a lot of, like, I may put the KTR at the end. I may put class in session or speaker focus every once in a while, but I remember when Austin tells me stuff, because he looks at our social media, anything that's not going to go well to our list, he makes me take it down or modify or tell me, hey, bro, you don't need to do that. And believe me, once I log it in one time, because I ain't trying to do nothing to mess up these millions of dollars, I take it out. Okay? Just, you got to smarten up and understand that how you speak to each platform, there is a learning curve of how to speak to each platform. And if you don't start getting on there, learning what's going on, you're never going to get to the point where your business is going to start growing. And a great place to let everybody know about you and what you do is through your social media, and the way you manage it, ladies and gentlemen, is so, so important. Remember, if you came in the Zoom call later. I want to do some recaps unless anybody wants to ask any questions. If not, we're going to end the call right at about 8 p.m. this evening. If you got some questions you want to ask, now's the time to jump in. Austin, monitor the chat box real quick. I'm just going to do a recap. Remember, really, social media should be called social proof. The conference coordinator is going to start picking and probing, doing a Google search, going to every social networking site that you have, looking at all your YouTube videos. They want to make sure that your energy and your topics and your speaker business is in alignment with their conference goals, their on-site training goals. The conference coordinator is the gatekeeper. And one of the things they're going to look at is your social media, whether or not you like it or you don't like it. Learn to love it, because the conference coordinator is going to go there. And this is why we have that in module 4, to teach you what to post, how to post, and when to post it. I showed you what I do every single day in order to create content for Austin. And believe me, you got to keep up, because when you start running a sales funnel, it's like a machine. The best way I could describe it is a machine. So I'm getting in Austin's way and wasting his time if every time he turns around and I don't have, like, I normally keep a long form post on deck. I literally will go on a Google Doc now and say, okay, my next long form post that I'm going to do is, I already got it. So I know he's going to ask me for it every 5 to 7 days. So you just might as well start working on a long form copy. And I know now we're so good at doing what we do because we've tested it in front of millions of people, literally millions of people. And I know how to write the copy that's going to keep him happy, because he has to take all of that information and then get it to convert. His job is to get us leads. My job is to close those leads and be the face of the brand out front. Now, it works in synchronicity, and it's a beautiful thing. Now, if you don't have somebody like Austin on your team, that's the reason why you got speaker focus, because you do have Austin at your disposal. When you get the module 5, you will get the video, and you will have a video to teach you how to manage your social media, besides all the other content that we're creating for you, so you don't have to struggle to get through these processes. The biggest thing, let me tell you something. Look, let me share this with you. If you're not comfortable doing video, okay, then you should be writing. You don't need a picture on Facebook. See, Facebook has a low barrier of entry. You don't need to put a picture on Facebook if you don't want to. I recommend you always put a picture. If you're not comfortable taking selfies and doing video, then just write. You can post a picture of the sky is blue outside with a bird flying through it. But listen, if you're building a brand, the reason why you see all these celebrities all the time dropping videos every 15 minutes, because they want to stay in front of their audience. Listen, Joe Rogan just got a $100 million podcast deal. $100 million through Spotify. This is what he's doing. All he's doing is posting content. It's his lifestyle. It's his brand. Before you can get to that level, you got to start somewhere. And that starts with taking your content serious. I want you to do a social media assessment. I want you to go through every social media account that you have. Some of you got social media accounts that you have set up. They're laying dormant. They're not doing you any good. If you're not posting on your Twitter, get rid of it. If you're not posting on a lot of your social media that doesn't count, get rid of it. But I'm gonna tell you the ones you do not want to get rid of, absolutely do not. You can forget about it, because this is where all the professionals reside, especially for you 40 and over. All the 40 and over people are on Facebook. I know it used to be for young people, but just like Austin said, times change. And now people that's 40 and over, they take their time on Facebook. You're not scrolling through your timeline like this. This is all people do on, look, this is all people do on Instagram. Look, unless they see something they really like. But you know what they do on Facebook? This is what they do on Facebook. Let me read. Oh, speaker focus, an ad. I wonder what that is. Click on it and see what the ad is. They read a little bit more. That's a different platform. YouTube, you're looking to get the video. Okay, the video. And by the way, if you're going to be dropping videos, you need to be talking to people step by step by step by step. Don't leave out the steps. Don't talk at them. Give them content they can use to build their business and give it away for free. Remember, Frank Kern calls it intent-based branding. You develop a relationship with people. They start identifying with the logo. You develop a relationship. There's a Kevin T. Robertson show logo right there. You see a lot of times on our Zoom call, you see the speaker focus logo. That's where we run all of our ads. This is a movement. It's a platform. It's not really so much about me and Austin. I'm just the face. I'm just like the spokesperson of speaker focus, right? And now, so you want to put yourself in a position where you're giving away all this information for free. Yes, for free. Why would I give away that much value? Let me tell you something. People that don't understand the business, it's funny because some of my old school friends will send me an inbox through Facebook or something. They'll say, man, Kevin, you should be charging people for that information. Well, I do, bro. But I also have got to give away a lot of free information because it helps build relationships through social media. Look at your social media like you're building a relationship with somebody. Would you want to mismanage your relationship? Would you want to put something in front of your target audience that's going to be offensive? Now, that doesn't mean that if you say a curse word that people are going to walk away from you. It doesn't mean that. If your ears are sensitive, you guys already know how hard I go, but I don't do that every day. But when I want to make a point, and I'm freedom of speech. I am real big on freedom of speech. I'm going to say what I want to say, how I want to say it. Okay? You can do that with your business the way you want to do it. I don't care what your brand is. There's somebody out there that's going to like it, and they're going to like your topic. But I keep the target buyer in mind. Watch this. I'm going to give you a good example. When comedians, and you look at this with Kevin Hart and Cedric the Entertainer, you even look at it with Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld has a more edgy comedy when he goes on tour. When he's doing a commercial for American Express, he's very straight-laced. Same thing with Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart can get vulgar with his language on stage, but he is a spokesperson for many other things, and he's one of the most bankable stars in celebrity. They only let one comedian be there at one time, and right now, I believe it's Kevin Hart. Back in the day, it was Eddie Murphy. You also see it with Cedric the Entertainer. He's very skilled at managing all these platforms. He has a hit sitcom on network television. When he's on his social media, he can do whatever he wants to do. See, this is the freedom of your social media. Or he does type 2 diabetes commercial for one of his sponsorships. He does movies. And every time you see him on these different platforms, they're showing you a different part of their character. This is all I'm doing on YouTube, Instagram, on Facebook Live. When I drop a video on YouTube, when I go IG live, when I'm doing a IGTV, when I'm on our own platform. See, I'm home. When I'm doing this Zoom call, this looks like a studio, but this is right down here in my basement where my office is on the other side. The entire basement of this 6,000 square foot home is nothing but studio setup and stuff for the office. Now, I'm going to show you different characters of my imagery and my brand through my personality. I live at the beach. I love living at the beach. Everybody knows that. You know that's a part of my brand. You know a part of our brand is me bringing Austin on to do tech talk at the end of our calls. He's such an intricate part of what I do. Let me tell you something. There's no way we'd be converting at the level that we're converting without Austin Troyer. See, when you realize there's no way we'd have the type of funnel that we had, being very focused on one thing if it wasn't for my experience. See, we saw something in the marketplace, and you have to do this with your target buyer. Think about the struggle that conference coordinators are going through right now. Think about how they are all in the top 5 when it comes to stress. Think about how your speaker program should be figuring out a way to help them personally, and then you want to start moving the conversation over. Because when you're having a call with them, let's say through LinkedIn, you can have a conference coordinator schedule a call with you. You can say, listen, I can offer you a free needs assessment, a strategy call to help you to help you get through how to reduce stress as a conference coordinator. Maybe you have leadership strategies that reduce stress. You see how good I am at this? I mean, this stuff just comes from nowhere. Leadership strategies that reduce stress. Now, this may be a program you may want to put together just for conference coordinators. So I can tell you this. If you're helping conference coordinators reduce stress on the first part of the call, maybe you do that for the first 5 or 10 minutes. And after you give them strategies that can help them, listen to what I'm saying. Forget about you. You want to help them. Then you're going to say, this is how one of my speaker programs, let's talk about how one of my speaker programs can help your audience. And let's talk about how we could bring a ... program to your organization or to your conference. You see what I just did? I did a pivot. I helped them first, a value-based service offering, a video, a lead magnet, something to keep them engaged, give them some free information, and then get them to schedule a call. And then when you're scheduling a call, help them first for the first 5 or 10 minutes, and then move them over to, this is how we can bring one of my speaker programs to your organization. At the end, you're going to do a needs assessment. You're going to say, is this something that sounds like it has value for you and your organization? Oh my God. Oh, thank you so much. You not only helped me reduce my levels of stress, to take some personal accountability, this is the kind of speaker that we're looking to hire at our conference. I mean, you better smarten up and start listening to me, because from A to Z, the conference coordinator is going to be looking at every single thing. Brother Wayne, before we wrap up the call, okay, I received a note this week advising me to set up a call. Yes, Wayne, we need to set up a call. Your speaker topics, your signature programs. And I'm telling you right now, for all of you who are watching, that next week's call, I'm going to do a share screen, and literally you're going to see me create headlines, topics, titles, and descriptions. And I'm going to show you how to put together your signature programs. I'm going to go through the entire template with you for the whole 2 hours. And I'm going to create the languaging that you should be using to explode your signature programs. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't see any more questions. So that means you can go back, look at the video, and go over it and over it and over it again. Today's topic, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who came in late, today's topic is making sure that you properly manage your social media with a bunch of information that's going to help your target buyer find out more about you and all of your topics. So with that being said, on behalf of, oh, wait a minute. Ha, KTR, you a bad brother. Hey, thanks, Brother Wayne. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everybody who logs into the calls. Hey, listen, you know you got work to do. And we're going to keep talking about the things you need to do to grow your speaker business. On behalf of the staff at Speaker Focus, my business partner, Austin Troyer, I am Kevin T. Robertson, the world's #1 speaker coach. I love you, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you the next time. Start posting on your social media with consistency, all right? And let me grade your homework. We will take you to #1. See you the next time.